everyone. Welcome. I see some of my most favorite singers and composers, and there's beautiful engineers in the room, and there's people that I recognize from different shows. This room is full of really talented, amazing human beings, so I can't wait for you all to meet each other afterwards if you don't already know. I'm so thrilled to introduce to you the first ever Modern Songbook Society Writers Roundtable. I was thinking, at one time I was chatting with a manager of a famous singer, and I said, you know, what if that singer that you have sang songs written by people who are alive as well? And and that didn't go over very well, so I was like, let's just start a whole thing. And so I know a lot of people in the audience, like Tessa and Vicky, have recorded each other's songs. Right over there, raise your hands. Yes. And a lot of us write music, but not often in jazz do you see each other performing each other's songs. So whether you're a songwriter or a singer, we're hoping to create a community of people who are writing the current, contemporary vocal standard with paying respects to our beautiful jazz tradition that we love so very much. So we have two of the most wonderful jazz singer-songwriters, composers that I have grown to love and adore just from afar. And this is our first time all hanging out, the three of us. Isn't that right?
It is.
And we already think we should have a podcast.
It's fun already.
So the way it's going to work is that each writer will perform a song or a mashup of songs, because I can't make decisions and none of us can make decisions, and maybe chat a little bit about the song, and then we'll have two special guests, surprise guests, that will come up and perform as well, and we'll do one set, 3 rounds. Capiche? Okay. Who's first? Is it me?
You're first.
Oh God. Okay, so I was fretting what to do, because as a songwriter, you write all different types of music, and this song I just can't escape. I figured if I don't get it out of the way, then I'm doing the Modern Songbook a disservice. Because this song I wrote about Dan and coffee, so I think you recognize it. And then I'll go into a new song that I just wrote. I've traveled around the world for years, Costa Rica to Tangier, and despite my wandering eye, I know that you're my guy. My darling dear barista fellow starts my day with some espresso. I've chosen you to make this work. The cappuccinos are just a perk. I've had the blonde roast, I've had the dark roast, I've even had the Brazilian too, but none of those roasts come close to you. I like you a latte. I've had the tall shot, vouch for the short shot, Italiano dreams came true, but none of those shots come close to you. I like you a latte. You always know what's on my mind. When you sample different grinds, sound like a green tea or a kombucha, but all I wanna do is smooch you, 'cause none of those Joes come close to you. I like you a latte. You make my boiler rise better than all the guys. Rosetta leaves and tulips too. The only brew I want is you. I've had the French press spin a single miss, but now I know that dreams come true, 'cause none of those Joes come close to you. I like you a latte. I say I like it, yes. Say you love me, good tears. Say that I like you. Do, 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 do. If take it, don't wanna feel a thing, but must be strong, I know, but it never goes away. How could I forget? I thought I'd heard you say that we would be in love for always. We would be in love for always. The coffee song, and it never goes away. It never goes away. Who wants to go next?
Well, I want to ask a question.
Okay, talk to me.
What's your process? Like, what do you start with a melody, or do you start with lyrics?
It depends. If I'm co-writing, then I like that song that it never goes away. I wrote that with Jesse Harris, and he just started playing. And it was like, sing something. So oftentimes I'll start with a melody, but before it used to be harmony first, then melody, lyrics. Now it's lyric, melody, harmony sometimes.
And with that tune, did you like leave with the tune, or you like went home and fixed it up?
We left with the tune.
Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
Right.
How about the first one?
And the first one, the latte song, came because there was this crazy competition called the Coffee Music Project, and the prompt for that, I'm good with prompts, I don't know about you guys, was write a song with coffee in it. And I didn't read the directions. I thought it was write a song about coffee. So that's how the coffee song came about. Because when I got to the competition, I was like, oh, nobody's singing about coffee. They're just saying, had a cup of coffee and I felt sad, yeah. And that was it. And then, yeah, so that's how the coffee song. And now I can't escape it. It chases me wherever I go.
The best prompt is a jail, I think.
Yes, I love it.
Kind of trap you.
What about you? What's your process?
It varies. I think at its most fun, it's like writing chords and melody and lyrics all together. But sometimes I'll just say, it's time to write. And in that situation, I kind of just will write chords and melody, and then like leave it for 7 months. And then when I'm like looking for something to do, I'll have that like a complete song, more or less, or yes, enough of an idea. And then this one was a prompt. I mean, it was actually a commission, a present from a man to his lady, and oh no, I think it's the other way around. And she said that she had an idea for a song, which is the worst thing that you could hear from a client. Usually I just say, look, send me an email and I'll figure out what the song is. And she was like, I know this is annoying, but I have an idea, which is that we are always joking about the fact that we hate the same things with a lot of passion. And I was like, well, I actually can't think of the song that's about like basing your love on hate. So I wrote that song. I kind of, it had this other element, which was, so I had just the idea of hate being the basis. And so I was wandering around for a few weeks thinking about how the Nat King Cole Trio would handle such a thing. And so I was like, oh, there would be like a shout chorus at some point where they'd be like, hey, it's the bases, and that's all I had. It's like, hey, it's the bases. And so I was doing that, annoyingly, I'm sure. And then I found it. People long to find true love, they're searching every day. They wonder at the mystery of the fire that never burns away. Perhaps they say the spark that sets it springs from the things lovers like. On your first date, I advocate that you focus
the many things you both hate. Hate is the basis of love. Despising is the wise thing for sin. If you see things eye to eye, imagine hating raisins. Now everything has raisins, 'cause you fell for a raisin, crazy fool. And in your shared apartment there lives a purple carpet, 'cause guess what? Mr. Raisin loves that too. And every hat he wears is apt to irritate, 'cause every hat he owns is a hat you hate. If only you'd been straighter, said, honey, I'm a hater. If you want to know what floats my boat, then ask what gets my goat. 'Cause hate is the basis of love. Destin's the best thing for knowing if you're going all the way. Oh baby, I hate tourists, the smug, the wrong, the purists, mushrooms, melons, licorice as well. But when I come back home, I'm safe from all of them, 'cause my sweetheart wants even less to do with them. She pets me and she praises, she scratches every itch, but when she wants to in my heart, she listens while I bitch. 'Cause hate is the basis, hate is the basis, hate is the basis, hate is the basis of love. That was kind of, I mean, once I got into the space of the Nat King Cole trio, I was kind of like, it had, the nice thing about writing for bands that you feel like you know very well is they have limitations, and you can kind of start to, I imagine Nat King Cole singing that, so it has kind of an authenticity for me in my head. I don't know if anybody else listens to it and says, oh, that sounds like Nat King Cole, but it's like, I can imagine it, and so I feel like that kind of limits the choices that I make.
Vanisha, what do you do first? Lyric?
I do melody and lyrics together. I almost exclusively, just because I cannot play piano for the life of me I can't play it at all. So, okay. And I don't have any knowledge for theory. Like, all I know is the quality of chords. So, that's a bit of knowledge. I shouldn't downplay it. I know that much. But I do melody and lyrics. I do that on a voice memo, and then I get to staff paper and transcribe the voice memo, and then I pretty much in my head know where I want those chords.
Fantastic.
But then when I'm at the piano, I find a chord, go smoke a cigarette, leave it there for about a month, or a week, so that the tune's never really finished until maybe it depends,
I love that so much.
On where I am in life. But maybe I'll find 3 chords. Sometimes I'll be like, oh wow, that's just the chord from the line before. Oh wow, duh, nice. Or then I'll finish that line and be like, okay, great. That's one A section. Beautiful. Now I just have to find the bridge. We'll do that next
Have
month.
another cigarette.
Yeah, we'll do that. Another cigarette. We'll do that next month, you know? And then once it's all done, I put it in front of the band and hope it sounds like a song. Really pray it hopes, you know, sounds like a song. And or I can only play with one hand. I don't do the inversions. So I do it with one hand on a voice memo, send it to Chris, my piano player, and then put the full sheet music in front of the band. Yeah, that's my process. But melody and lyrics first.
That's it.
That's the full thing.
What do you got for us?
This tune I wrote in 2018. I was brokenhearted, love it, and I don't know. I was just thinking of. I don't know. I was just thinking of lyrics, and melody came to me. I was like, oh, maybe next time I'll take the longer route to love. And these words came. It's called the scenic route. Maybe I will take the scenic route. Long and sometimes lonely, but warm and far from those who sway and swear you're their one and only. The scenic route. But still a breezy ride. Love is fresh, not left unfinished. No soul goes unreplenished. So I think I'll walk this way. The orchid tilts in the direction of the way you ought to go. Forest green still wet, butterflies give off a show. And yet I still feel in a hurry. I can't seem to take it all in. Take a breath and slow my pace. Recognize that I'm strolling down the scenic route. A rocky path, but still a breezy route. There's no room for you to sway, but it's there if you must stray. I've no business to attend to, so for once I'll stop and lend an ear to every singing sparrow. Watch the dragonflies fly here and there. The scenic route. Oh yes, the scenic route. I think I'll wander down the scenic route. Yes, the scenic route.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
So how much do you suffer over lyrics? Like do you make a lot of changes, or it's kind of first draft, or it's?
It really is.
Talking to the mics we hear.
Oh yeah. I totally want to just scream into that. I don't know. I feel like I've never timed it.
Right.
I don't know.
Right, but it's not just like,
I'm never writing them down.
Oh, you're not writing?
I don't write them down. I am thinking of words that fit better. This tune, I remember I had some issues with some lines. No soul goes unreplenished. I remember I changed that line.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's after I've performed it. I'll edit it.
Yeah.
That's happened before where I'm like, okay, yeah, or I'll even add a full A section. I have a tune called Just a Man where I've added an entire B section to it. So sometimes I'm forever editing.
But like something like No Soul Goes Unreplenished, like to me, No Soul Goes is like, that's yummy.
Yeah.
Like, I want to sing that.
Yeah.
Do you care about yumminess?
I do. Yes, and I do sit and think. I'm sitting down and thinking of words. I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but like specifically toilet paper versus tissue. Tissue flows. You know?
Well, it's also like
Tissue.
yeah.
Tissue. Like tissue.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
Syllabically
singing
also kind of different.
What was that?
Syllabically, like in
Yeah.
terms of syllables. Like.
I've said this before though. Like I don't know why I come back to toilet paper and tissue. I've said this like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
but in writing, also divorce. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why my mind.
Well, I
goes
think you
there.
should put toilet paper in a song and see if you can make it yummy.
Maybe marriage and butterflies. But I literally, when I'm thinking of words, I am thinking of synonyms that flow better.
Okay, cool.
You know, and I'm trying to feel like, what do I want to hear?
Do you work with a thesaurus at all?
No, but just in what works with the line and what comes after the line and with the story, and also the melody. Where's the melody going? Again, because I write it together. The lyrics and the melody I'm never going further in the melody than the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's always together. So that melody is never already written.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if tissue, we're talking about 2 notes then.
I know.
Toilet paper is how many notes, right? So I'm always thinking of that. That's how I'm writing.
Okay, so you write that melody and then you're like, what's gonna be?
Load away, low scenic route. You know, like that's
cool.
how I'm writing.
Nice.
I think I'll travel. There's no room for you to sway. But there's like that's how I'm writing.
Yeah.
Each word follows the melody together.
Right. You have kind of a shape, and then you're like, okay, where are the consonants gonna go?
Yeah. And which word goes where.
Yeah.
But it's always together. And it's a lot of my singing is while walking as well. So I'm never in one place. I'm always like moving, pacing the floor.
Sorry, Nicole. I have one more question, which is, are you describing something fun or kind of a suffering?
Always fun.
Okay, great.
Especially the story. It's always fun.
Wow.
Like the process is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fun. You know what I mean? Like, I know that. So for once I'll stop and lend an ear to every singing sparrow. I remember when I finally figured that out, I was like, oh, it's not just gonna end, that's a tag. So for once I'll stop and lend an ear to every singing sparrow. Watch the dragonflies. I saw that. Yeah. I saw myself in the forest. I saw the dragonflies and the sparrows, and that's fun. That's a broken heart. But that was fun. So,
nice.
You know.
I love it. Sweet. I love, this is a podcast. It's officially a podcast now. I love that. I live in the suffering. That's where I live. I don't know about you. I'm more of the suffering. You're the fun. I'm the suffering.
It's fun.
I want to hear more about that. Play your song.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of am under the firm belief that once you write the song, it's no longer like mine anymore. But I get embarrassed when people are like, is that about your life? I'm like, no, it's yours. It's not mine. It's not my life at all. But these songs were written at completely different times of my life, but I feel like they go together. One's a new song and one's an older song. I think I play every chord. A rose that's arching homeward as we lean into close, where mystery meets reverie and every dreamer knows that dawn it breaks comes crashing in there alone awake. I'm missing the dark mischievousness of our imagined fates. Until then I'll see you in my dreams, for there a kiss is never a mistake. Lift coffee to my lips that yesterday lifted to you. Echoed words ring deafening as I take in morning's view. Denied through bleary eyes, unraveled, unmanaged, unkempt. My heart's not only broken, it's spent. Until then I'll see you in my dreams, for there a kiss is never a mistake. Until then I'll see you in my dreams, for there a kiss is never a mistake. Alarm bells ring a warning sound as I'm lifted off the ground, floating out of body's mind with
and the only thing constant is time. 20 seconds out the window, seasons prove that everything grows old. Change, it flows like blood to the heart while we're growing further apart. Alarm bells ring a warning sound as I'm lifted off the ground. A little light listening. Little light listening for our second round.
Yeah, well, I have some questions.
Okay, talk to me. I'm sure. Don't ask too much.
Well, yeah, no, I guess like writing a song, like it serves a few different masters. Like sometimes it's the song itself obviously has to be what it has to be. But then there's also like, I need this in my set, or I want this on my record, like this energy. Or like, this feels like extremely like cinematic and like, you know, operatic in a way. So I just wonder like, how you rank those things when you're like in the act of writing. Like, was this something that felt like this song wanted to be itself, or was it like you needed it? Or what?
Well, a lot of the songs I start by writing them in one tempo, and then later, when I'm looking at it for a record, I'll shift the tempo because I need it in a certain way, right? So if like every song is alarm bells ring, a warning sound as I lift it off the ground. you know, if it's all. It actually started, I think, in like almost like, it wasn't in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was. I mean, but it felt like completely different. It was almost like a pop song, and then I was listening through to like one of the editorial playlists, and I was like, what do people like in music? Like, I'm like, what do I have? I was like, oh, like, and I was like, oh, I could really use that in my set. So I changed it and completely shifted the song and became cool. And then the other one's just a ballad that just is just a little snapshot. It's not meant to be like anything except a little quick story and then move on. Yeah.
And like the harmonic choices you're making, a lot of them are like very surprising. Do you ever feel like you're making choices to be surprising or to like confound your own instincts? Because it's like, oh, every time I write a song and I'm here, I end up going here, so I'm gonna set the rule that I'm not going to? Or is it just like your ear always is leading you exactly where it leads you, and you don't think about it that way?
I think because we're all self-taught, right? Like I just play whatever. Sometimes I'll just play chords and I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. I like that. It feels like dark and what's with suffering. Okay. And so I'll just like kind of play different chords.
So you're not thinking about function at all?
No, not at all.
Okay.
0%. Actually, 0%. And one of the things, I'm married to one of the best modern jazz big band composers there is, Dan Pugat. And sometimes he'll be like, that voice leading doesn't work. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yes, it does. Leave the room. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, voice leading. I mean, I know what it means now, but I don't think about it at all like that. And some of the songs, like I'll write a 2/5 and it doesn't lead to where it's supposed to go. And it's fine as long as the melody catches up. But yeah. What do you got? Okay, go ahead.
So when you're writing, are you, well,
in the mic.
Sorry. When you're writing,
the podcast.
Right, I know, right. When you're writing, how much importance do you think it is to consider, like, okay, I've written 3 ballads in the last 5 months. should I write swing now? Or like, do you think like that, or?
I think like that when it comes, only because I released 8 albums, like before, I think, well, like as a leader, but I had all these different other groups, and then I was just thinking, oh God, like, how do I write music that also serves like a purpose for this world that we live in, this like society? But that's not how I write them initially.
Okay.
Like normally I just write them, and then sometimes, like for example, I have this song Burn that when I wrote it, it was a ballad. It was called If Only for Today. And then when I had my album coming out a couple years ago, I was like, well, I need a fast song because everything is here, everything's mid. So I just took that ballad, added a bar of 3, and made it fast. And I was like, well, it is what it is. So sometimes I just feel like from the narrative arc of like an album or a set, I like change. I like different energies, but I'm also very like chaotic as a person. So, so it would never,
Gotcha.
All right, Billy.
Oops, I'm not working. Oh, I am.
Before he kissed me, before he held my hand, before I fell in love again, I should have stopped, got my breathing right, and then I should have counted 10. Prudence dismissed me, patience declined to stand. So passion, here we go again. We should have stopped or excused ourselves, and then we should have counted 10. Take a moment to reflect while he kisses out the neck. Familiar mistakes, clear the mind completely while he whispers sweetly. 10 seconds of clarity is all it takes. Forget the moonlight, forget the midnight band, and if he seems more than a friend, I better stop, shut my pretty eyes, and then I better count to 10. While he kisses up the neck, familiar mistakes, clear the mind completely while he whispers sweetly. 10 seconds of clarity is all it takes. Forget the moonlight, forget the midnight band, and if he seems more than a friend, I better stop, shut my pretty eyes, and then I better count to 10.
So do you think, because I think you also have incredibly surprising chords, but the way that you lead them and the way that your melody lands, it's so intuitive, despite it being harmonically challenging. How do you do it?
I really do artificially think like, oh, you know, I've been writing too many songs that are 1-6-2-5, so what if I throw in this, you know, whatever, sharp 5?
Smart.
Or, you know, just, I will go somewhere strange, and see what that sounds like, kind of get used to it and try to contextualize it in a way that is compelling to myself. So, I don't know, I mean, saying that feels a little artificial, but that I often am just like, well, that's what I did yesterday, so I should do another, you know, half step down from that. And
I think we all do that, for
yeah,
sure. Like,
yeah,
we all have habits.
That's why I was asking, because, you know, I don't know. I think of writing very much as like a puzzle or a game. So it's like, I don't know, I think if I was a painter, I might be like, well, I painted with my right hand yesterday, so I'm going to paint with my left hand, and it's going to be much more fucked up, but, you know, like an exciting challenge. So I will set myself exciting challenges. Like, part of the thinking about that song was like, counting to 10, you know, it's like a very juvenile thing to ask somebody to do. And so, I don't know, it kind of appealed to me as a thing that you're so childlike as you fall in love, especially if you're like frustrated with falling in love with that same person again, or with the same kind of person, you know it's not gonna work out. And so like reverting back to like what you might do on the schoolyard and being like, well, my mommy always told me if I was in like a bad social situation, I should just like count to 10 before I do anything. And like, so the idea of just like being like, love making is going on, but you're like in your head and you're like, this is bad, I shouldn't do this. And like, if I get a hold of my senses, I'll move on to something else. So yeah, I don't know, kind of that was a challenge of just like thinking about like how to inject childlike aspects to an adult situation.
Brilliant. All right, Vanisha.
Okay. Let's do Toast. All right, so this tune I wrote when I was doing the, I was gonna perform at Dizzy's Jazz Club in 2020, I think it was like right before quarantine. And I was like, oh, I'll just do Vanisha Sings Gershwin. And yay, because I was just so excited to finally sing at Dizzy's. So I was like, yeah, cool. Woo! I'll just sing standards and call it a day. But then I was like, oh man, I've been reading Song of Songs for like months. And I was really fascinated by this book in the Bible. It's the one book that claims to be fictional. And it's just a lot of sexual imagery, a lot of sexual poetry. And I was just I'm very romantic. I love like, I love love. I love love. And I love torturing myself with love and falling in love very quickly and falling out of love very quickly and writing about it. And so I was like, oh, duh, why not write a suite? I think I had like maybe like 2 months to write. And I was like, okay, cool, Gershwin next time. We love Gershwin. Gershwin's always there.
Next time.
So I was like, let's write a suite. I've never written a suite before. And I think this is the only tune that's the full tune. The other tunes were very lazily written, just chords. They're just chord vamps. They're really just vamps. And I just tell the band to solo over them while I recite poetry. It's the biggest life hack for writing I ever did. I love it. I'm like, just blow over it and I'm just gonna recite biblical poetry. But this is a full tune that I wrote, and it's called Tell Us of Your Beloved. And it's basically bits and pieces of Song of Songs. It's not full scripture, but just parts that I liked, and I pieced it together and And yeah, I put it into this song. It's called Tell Us You're Beloved. And yeah, we'll try it out. Tell us of your beloved, what's in him that you see. Tell us of that man that you love and what makes you lose all your sleep. Tell us of your beloved, what's in him that you see. Tell us of that man that you love and what makes you lose all your sleep. Well, the list it is long, for his legs are of ivory, his torso is gold, his neck it is strong to hold. In the night, when the loving is long and my body is free, loving him makes me utterly me. Loving him makes me utterly me. Please refresh me with apples and raisins, for his love is purely divine. In the night when we're moaning, embracing, for my body is his, my beloved is mine. How delightful is your love, my beloved. How much more pleasing is your love than wine. And the fragrance of your garments is better than any spice. Milk and honey are under your tongue, your garment, and I love to be by your side. There's no other lover, there's just you and I. I said, tell us of your beloved, what's in that man that you see. Tell us of that man that you love and what makes you lose all your sleep. Tell us of your beloved, what's in him that you see. Tell us of that man that you love and what makes you lose all your sleep. Well, the list it is long, for his hands are ivory, torso gold, his neck it is strong to hold. In the night when my body is cold, his loving is warm, his right arm is under my head, and his left arm embraces me. Tell us of your beloved, what's in him that you see. Tell us of that man that you love and what makes you lose all your sleep. What makes you lose all your sleep?
Yeah. How about it for Tony Davis on the guitar? All right, we're going to bring up a special guest. We have two special guests that are going to be on stage, but this special guest rears from Chicago. So start making your way to the stage. She's a wonderful songwriter and band leader, and she and I became friends this year, and she's making a beautiful new record. And so in the spirit of Modern Songbook Society, my dream is that, we just have a lot of these events where everybody plays their songs for each other without me. And so she's going to be spearheading the Chicago chapter of Modern Songbook Society. We already have a Northwest, Seattle chapter. So if anybody wants to do one in Boston or Florida, you let me know. So please welcome to the stage, Alyssa Allgood. Oh yeah, wow, you're so back here. You're so skinny.
That's why I did this.
That's why you did that. You want to show that you can fit there.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Oh my goodness. What a night so far, huh? How about for these amazing performers? I have been, changing my song over and over again, but I think I've decided which one I'm going to do for you. This is a song I released last month at a new EP that came out called Leap. It's about taking a leap of faith for yourself. This is a song I wrote watching someone very dear to me struggle. Feeling the sorrow of watching that person in that moment. But also the hope that they'll pull through. Because believing they'll get to the other side is the only thing you can do. Little bird fly. Little bird fly. Little bird fly. Little bird fly. Your wings are heavy, little bird. From the way you carry, little bird. Yes, your wings are tired, little bird. But you still fly higher, little bird. Even with weight, you can fly. Carry your strength to the sky. Little bird fly. Little bird fly. Little bird fly. Little bird fly. Each day feels longer, little bird. But your wings grow stronger, little bird. Yes, your wings spread wider, little bird. Because you are a fighter, little bird. Even with weight, you can fly. Carry your strength to the sky. Little bird fly. 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 Thank you.
How about it, brothers? Are all good from Chicago? We're gonna go the right way. And we have one more special guest who I didn't tell her when she was gonna do it. Allegra, are you here?
So, I wrote this song because my friend had written a short film, and she used Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra for this huge culmination of the film. There was a whole choreographed dance. And then she found out that she couldn't get the rights. And she's like, Allegra, I don't know what to do about this. And then I went home and I was like, I think I could write something that sounds a little like this and kind of has the exact time. I had to write the exact time. So anyway, I haven't sung this in so long. All right, here we go.
I have one question.
If the man in the moon was real, I'd ask him, how do stars make you feel? Are they brighter up close? Do they make you day? If the man in the moon appeared, we'd waltz and whirl through the atmosphere. I would hold him too close and ask him to stay.
Even sunrise would not keep him away. If the man in the moon was real, I tell him just how he makes me feel. Like I'm never alone, like his heart is my home. If the man in the moon came down here to stay. If the man could hear my old tune, even sunrise would not keep him away. If the man in the moon was real, I tell him just how he makes me feel. Like I'm never alone, like his heart is my home. If the man in the moon came down here, man in the moon came down here. If the man in the moon came down here to stay.
Allegra also writes beautiful music for children, besides all her records of all original music. And it's funny, we're going to do one more round. I think we're going to change the order. Maybe we'll have Vanisha, then I'll go, then Vilray will go, so that it's guitar, piano, guitar. But twice today, people have said the same thing. One, this is how I thought about this. First, it was the conversation with the manager. Second was what Allegra just said. Someone needed the rights to Fly Me to the Moon, and no one can afford it. So I'm saying support living songwriters. Support living songwriters. It is hard enough for musicians and songwriters as it is. There's a whole movement behind that. That goes all through all genres, but to support living human creators is number one. And just like Vanisha said, she's like, oh, I wanted to do a set of Gershwin. Yeah, we want to do a set of Gershwin, but we also want to write the music that inspires us because we're inspired by Gershwin. That's how we keep music moving forward. That's how innovation happens. That's how we keep the genre going forward. So, I think that's something to take home from this. Vanisha, give us something. Can I have a glass of wine?
This one is Cute Boy. This is a tune I've been singing every day of my life since I moved here. And I hope you like it. Cute boy. Has anybody ever called you a cute boy? I must admit you're not my type, but in that suit, boy, you are so hard to ignore. Oh boy, do you think she would mind if we just had a drink or two? Nothing more between me and you, she has you at home. But while you're here, please excuse me for being much too forward. It's my second martini. I've had a long day, and I was hoping that maybe, just maybe, you'd try to remember me and the day and the way that I called you a cute, cute boy. Has anybody called you a cute boy? I must admit you're not my type, but in that suit, boy, you are so hard to ignore. Please excuse me for being much too forward. It's my second martini. I've had a long day, and I was hoping that maybe you try to remember me and the day and the way that I call you a cute boy. Has anybody called you a cute boy? I must admit you're not my type, but ain't that so, boy? You are so hard to ignore. Cute boy.
Vanisha, how do people find you? What do you have coming up?
I am on Spotify, iTunes. No, I'm kidding. I am online everywhere. Wherever you like to find your music, I'm there. I am on Instagram. I am very active on Instagram. I post a lot of selfies. I post my food. I post my hats. I post every gig on Instagram. So, I mean, if you're not on Instagram...
What's your Instagram?
Vanisha Gould Music.
Yeah.
I'm not too active on Facebook. I don't have a TikTok. I'm at Mesro March 1st. And I'm at...
We're playing with Tremblay actually again at Ornithology.
We're at
I don't
Ornithology.
remember when.
He doesn't remember when. See? Useless.
But if you follow your
Cute
Instagram.
boy. Follow Alex Tremblay around. We are at Ornithology soon, I'm sure. I will post it when I find out. But yeah, I'm online. I have an album coming out in September or October. It's called What an Interesting Girl. I have some singles coming out throughout the year. And I have an album with Chris McCarthy, who is also my piano player. And we have singles coming out with him too. So you're going to have a lot of Vanisha Gould this year.
What an interesting.
Vanisha Gould, everybody. Fantastic. All right, I'll go and then you will close.
Great.
Alyssa Allgood, that's Alyssa Allgood on Instagram, and Allegra Levy Music, right?
It's Allegra means happy.
Oh, Allegra means happy on Instagram. Allegra means happy and Alyssa Allgood. No, Allgood Music. Allgood Music. Allgood Jazz. Wow, I'm doing great. Nail them both. Wow, okay, great. So I'm gonna play an in-between song, right? So I feel like modern songbook is tradition, but also like all the different genres of music all together. So this song is gonna be on my new record that comes out 7/17 called The Devil I Knew. Ooh, scary. And it releases in 5 parts, little EPs. So this is from the first EP, part 1, The Mirror, and it's called I Dare You. And I just took some words that someone said to me, and I just wrote them down. I was like, all those things sound like lyrics to me. And afterwards, I was thinking, well, maybe I should make them more poetic. And then I decided that just being frank sometimes is fun. Can we dream for a minute? I don't know what you've done, but you did it. Time is flying and we're well within it. I don't know anyway, but you hit it. I'm still humming, you'll release something. Don't you lie and say it's nothing. Don't know when we find the time, but you built this, and I'm living in it. 'Cause this fire comes once a lifetime. So I dare you to feed the flame. Dare you to stake your claim on my heart. 'Cause it ain't easy loving war when we've both been here before. But I'm yours if you call my name. Tell me to jump and I'll leap it.
'cause it ain't easy loving war when we've both been here before. But I'm yours if you call my name. Calling, calling, calling. I'm on this train too, so I dare you to feel the flame. Dare you to stake your claim on my heart, 'cause it ain't easy love when we've both been here before. And I'm yours, you. I beg you to feel the flame of my heart, 'cause it ain't easy loving war, and we've been through every door. But I'm yours if you call my name. Call my name, my name.
Thanks, Nicole. That's a good one to follow.
I put you last for a reason, but because you're not
I think that there's, I know there's a lot of jazz singers in this room, and I think what I see missing from a lot of jazz sets is political music, and I think there's a lot of ways to handle that. I personally cannot handle it with like a straight face and a self-serious mien, you know, like I have to joke about things, and I have to be a little subtle, I think, but I'm angry. So this is an angry, funny, political song, and we'll close the night with that.
I never thought I'd wish it. I never dreamed I'd care enough to end prayers with it. Lord, take that man. Within me the bile's bubbling, that hat and that awful hair. The thought I'm aware is troubling, but Lord, take that man. The Reverend says I should wish him well. The good book couldn't be more clear. Say, Father, he don't have to go to hell, but Daddy, does he have to stay here? A sprinkle of grace and mercy, no plagues upon the land. A flood is a touch too cursy, too broad, too grand. Just take that man. Each of us fashioned in his own eye, with imperfections here and there. That eye was closed when he made this guy, the imperfections everywhere. I'm down on my knees in just take that and ASAP. Oh, take that man.
Vilray on Instagram and everything. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Modern Songbook Society. Give us a follow along. Thank you for Tommy on the great sound. Julia said there, Netflix, everyone here, Drum. And if you even move your arm, you'll hit an amazing musician in this room. I see so many beautiful musicians, so please connect, and we'll see you super soon. Thank you.